received my notice to vote on TRNE acquisition or desktop metals. If you haven't received yours, then contact your broker. Now, I understand Ride was in Cramer last night, giving an interview. I hope he... I didn't actually watch it because I'm in the UK and I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but from what I've seen, what I have seen of it so far, is it seems to have gone well. But Cramer doesn't like spacs. He doesn't like the likes of me and you getting in where the big boys are supposed to be. Look, I said before about putting more money in research and development. I'll be speaking more about that this evening on the refrigeration trucks, and my opinion behind the refrigeration trucks. Everyone's talking about Walmart, but I'll be giving my opinion on the real reason, what I think the real reason is behind it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm wrong, I think they're missing a trick. With regards to the drone patent, they're putting a lot of stock in this patent, and they considering the stock they're putting in this patent, they are not moving it along. They're looking for FAA approval, but they're not really pushing along with it. Because for me as an investor, which is why I wanted a lot more money going into it, they are companies like UAVS are pushing along, and I would have liked these guys too as well. Now, the other thing I'd like to know is how long the patent is held for, because these patents only have a limited lifespan. I mean, if I took out a patent, it would last 10 years, a basic patent. We're seeing with a well-known biotech company, a patent on their money-making drug is going to expire in the next couple of years, which is why their stock dropped. So they have a good patent to protect them, but if they're not pushing this along, and if their patent isn't longer than 10 years, then it's not going to mean much. All it's going to do is stop other companies from using the same technology. It's not going to mean much if they're not progressing with it. I'm sorry to be down on it, but I'm very bullish. I have a lot of money in stock. Now, I pulled this up. You can look at it when you want. BlackRock have become the biggest fund, become the fund with the biggest percentage in Workhorse. This is a skateboard of the USPS. Someone sent me this and I thought it was just spot on. Know what algorithms and programs don't like? Random human intervention. You know why? Because if we all acted like the programs and the algorithms, when it went up to $30, we all would have bought in. When it all went down to $14, we all would have sold. Yeah, for all of us that held on, good on us. Someone sent me this and I thought it was hilarious. Now, some of these you can do what you want with. You can take a screenshot. They're not mine, they've been sent to me. But I do think they're interesting, and I think comparing them to other companies is good. Of course, Workhorse is different to the likes of Ryvian and Tsla, and you know, and all these companies here, but especially Romeo, because they use Romeo for the batteries. But the thing is, and MP materials, because they're like or wind and the materials that go into the batteries and charge point. But it's good to have these comparisons if you're in the EV market. And guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you want to help support the channel, don't forget to smash that lovely like button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to be reminded of when a video gets uploaded. And why not smash the sexy subscribe button? A lot sexier than me, just ask the wife. And because I upload multiple times a day. And while you're at it, why not comment in the comment box down below. I'm also putting a load of free links in the description box. Why not check them out? And if you're looking for a free trading platform on which to trade your stocks and shares, why not check out Free Trade Trading with 212 and Stake. You get a free share worth up to £200 or dollars for signing up and depositing a small amount. So it's good to catch on Mad Money. Workhorse group coming out at the bottom with it saying cramer. It's not easy to figure out what's next for the market because moves are subject to interpretation, and him holding his hands up, I thought that's just pure gold. Nah, I think I'm going to use that on the screenshot. Hope no one has any objections. Let me know if you do. But I'm sure Jim Boy will. But until he does and contacts me and asks me to take it down, then I will change it. But I think it's just great. Here's another little tidbit. It may be relevant or not. Now, I'm thinking of talking about a couple of companies, millionaire makers, if you will, and I'm wondering what you think about it. I mean, I have what is it? You know, I have done in the past a one on a company called CIIC, Celsius Consumer Staples. Now, they've put it as a quality company. In value, it's not a top value company just because the price has gone up. So they think it's not very expensive, but it's not very cheap either. You see here that financial strength is strong and profitable. As I said, it doesn't show as debt free yet. Now, the balance sheet is considered expensive because they haven't changed things over yet. Now, the revenue is very strong, the earnings are good, sentiment weak, which shows you could get in before the sentiment starts turning strong and the price goes up, in my opinion. But the actual millionaire maker is going to be, now the thing about this is there are so many ticker symbols for this. There's one for Canadian and there's one for over the counter. Let's just pick any old one. Mindmed. Now this is a company that has deals in psychedelic drugs for neurotic conditions that at the moment there isn't a proper treatment for. All they do, rather than treat the actual cause like PTSD and other conditions, severe neurological conditions, they just they don't actually deal with it, they just treat it so that it's manageable. Now this guy, the CEO, who's the founder of it, I love founder-led companies because they end up putting their heart and soul into it, like Elon Musk, like Steve Jobs, and so many more. Now he has about 4 or 5 patents in a pipeline. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank is an investor, and there's a few other big names investing as well. Now this is one that will either go bankrupt or will 1000x your money, and I think it's worth the gamble. I wouldn't put a huge amount of your portfolio into it. They were on CNBC recently doing an interview. I will put the link in the description, and I think it's worth checking out. Also, if you remember a month ago, I did a video on Arrival being a Workhorse killer, and I'll link that in up top. Basically, they are merging with CIIC, CIICU for the units, and they are going to be doing the trucks. If you want more information about that, see my video. Basically UPS has already brought out a $340 million contract for 10,000 vehicles. They deal with the delivery trucks, they deal with the buses, based in the UK, but they have what's called micro factories, so they can set them up anywhere at a moment's notice. They 3D print the things they need, they make everything in-house, and then they weld them together. Now this is incredibly good news, because it means that you can make a truck that they're selling the trucks to UPS for 34,000 a piece. It means they can make a profit on it. It also means they can set them up quick. They can, it also means if they can make a profit on 34,000, think where they can go. Also means that making in-house, they're not reliant on other people like Wkhs had the production issues because of batteries and COVID. A lot of it's automated. They're not just doing one thing, they're doing buses as well as, I think California will eat it up. Now I think they will have to set up a site in America, and as well as that, I think you need to look at this as a good long-term one, because I am in it. I've picked up 30 shares, 30 units, sorry, and I'm just very excited over it. The only downside is I do know that 3D printed sheet metal material isn't as strong as the one that's made non-3D printed. However, they are welding it together. They are saying that it's supposed to be stronger, So I don't know what they're doing to make it stronger, but I will wait and see before passing judgment. However, if it is, it's also supposed to be lighter, so I don't know how it can be stronger but lighter. And if it's lighter, that means they don't need it. That means there's less weight and the battery capacity is less to push it along, and I'm just very excited. So those of you who asked me about Arrival after my last video, it's merging fairly soon with CIIC. If you want me to do another video on that, I will. Let me know in the comments box, otherwise I'll carry on with my current stock. See you in the next video.